Hello, boys and girls. My name is Mr. Jeffrey Lau. I am the head of department of the Humanities department at Marsiling Secondary School. This presentation is an introduction to combined humanities at upper secondary, and it is really meant for 2 Express and 2 NA students. First, I'd like to start by answering this question: why study the humanities in the first place? Through the exploration of the various strands of humanities, and in Marsiling Sec that means history, geography, and social studies, you will learn about people and societies in different contexts. What you learn will help you to better understand and appreciate our past, present, and future. Ultimately, it helps us all to create a better world. And during humanities lessons, we value your voices and experiences, and we encourage you to talk. Combined Humanities is a compulsory GCE O-level and N-level subject for both Express and NA students. Combined Humanities consists of 2 parts. The first part is Social Studies, which is compulsory for all students. The second part consists of either elective history or elective geography, and this is the focus of my presentation. There's also a third option, which is elective literature in English, but that is only available for Express students. Please see your literature teacher for more information about doing elective literature. First, elective history. Here are the learning outcomes of studying elective history. In terms of knowledge, you will study what were the key economic, political, cultural, and social contexts of the various societies studied. You will also study what were the interconnections between individuals, societies, events, and developments. In terms of skills, you will analyze and evaluate cause and consequences, as well as significance of key historical events and situations. You will also interpret evidence from various sources of information to support a historical inquiry. And in terms of values, you will be able to show awareness of how different cultural, economic, and social contexts shape the value systems and actions of different peoples from different times and places. In terms of content, all GCE N-level and O-level students will study Unit 1, The World in Crisis. In particular, you will study what forces and developments changed Europe and the Asia Pacific in the first half of the 20th century. The topics include impact of World War I, rise of authoritarian regimes and its impact in the interwar years, and in particular, you will study the case study of Communist Russia, as well as the case study of Nazi Germany. You will also explore World War II in Europe and World War II in the Asia Pacific. You will learn the reasons for the outbreak of war and the reasons for the defeat of the aggressor countries. You will then move on to Unit 2, Bipolarity and the Cold War. You will learn how did the Cold War impact the world order in the post-1945 years. In terms of topics, you will study Cold War and the bipolar world order, reasons for the Cold War in Europe, and you will learn the manifestations of Cold War outside Europe when you explore the case study of the Korean War from 1950 to 1953. For O-level students, you will continue to study an additional case study, which is the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962. You will also study one additional topic, which is reasons for the end of the Cold War. The GCE N-level history exam is 1 hour 40 minutes long. And the total marks for the exam is 50 marks. Section A is worth 30 marks, and Section B is worth 20 marks. Section A is the source-based case study, where you will read 5 sources and answer 5 source-based questions, all of which are compulsory. In Section B, for structured essay questions, you will need to answer 1 out of the 2 questions set. Each question has two subparts. Part A requires students to describe events or issues and is worth 8 marks. Part B requires students to explain events or issues and is worth 12 marks. For the GCE O-level history paper, the duration is the same, 1 hour 40 minutes. The breakdown for section A and section B is the same in terms of marks. The only difference is, for section B, structured essay questions, Part A requires students to explain events and not just describe events. Part B requires candidates to evaluate and make judgments on events or issues and not just describe them. Now for geography. Here are the learning outcomes for geography. In terms of knowledge, students will explore different worldviews about the relationship between people and the environment. Students will also study why sustainable living is the way to go. In terms of skills, students will learn how to ask geographical questions, how to collect and interpret geographical data to deduce relationships, as well as make informed and sound decisions. In terms of values, students will have a sense of appreciation, care, and responsibility for the environment. Students will also respect and be sensitive towards the attitudes, values, and beliefs of people in different human environments. What will you learn in geography? First, geography in everyday life. You will learn what is the relationship between the environment, places, and us. Second, you will learn how do we promote a sustainable tourism industry. This is only for O-level students. Third, why is sustainability important in climate change? And lastly, how does plate tectonics play a role in sustainability? Further details about these 4 points will be made available when the 2023 Geography syllabus is officially released in May this year. So, how are you going to choose between elective history and elective geography? Firstly, you must understand that upper secondary history and geography is different from lower secondary history and geography. So your Sec 1 and Sec 2 performance in history and geography is just one consideration. You should choose the subject which you are more interested in. And please do not blindly follow your friends' choices. I have now come to the end of my presentation. On behalf of the Humanities Department, I wish you best of luck and happy learning and exploring the world of humanities. Thank you.